If you have any questions, please follow Stuart Samkange on LinkedIn. I think he has a following of Stuart. Yeah, 22,000. And you'll see that he's worked with some of the leading technology companies around, and LinkedIn, and all of them found him on LinkedIn. Him up. So thank you very much, Stuart. He's a real expert in. For that, he was the lead at SAP for Success Factors. So he has a wide knowledge in HR for that, and I'm sure you're available as a resource to us. He's an amazing contact. So next up will be Hatnel Ndungi, and this is a lot of uh, very useful information. So I won't take any more of your time. Hatnel, well.
Good morning. So yeah, I'm excited to be the next speaker after Stewart, obviously. I'm going to talk about data science skills and setting up a team. And I think I've met most of you before, so I'm just seeing familiar faces. How many people have I interacted with before? Seen people, attending some of my sessions. I'll just start off by introducing myself, Stewart. So my name is Hadnel Ndungi. I'm the current Chief Data Officer at Barclays Bank of Kenya. I have been in the tech and data space, setting up data teams for organizations. I've decided to focus on financial organizations, so mostly banks, people who are dealing with financial, for me, both learning and being able to get to the level I am right now. So most of the people in the industry, I think Kenya and East Africa is, I have been fortunate enough to speak in South Africa and other markets just to understand exactly where people are at. I can say South Africa is a bit advanced in having the CDO role earlier than us, but I think Kenya is quickly catching up on this. So I look forward to just share some few insights about data science. It's not really my specific role because it's just one of the pillars I actually lead. I have others because the industry is really wide. But you can ask any questions with regards to the Chief Data Officer role. How do people have data skills within banks and financial institutions, and such kind of questions. So quickly, let me just start with an introduction. I think I won't spend more than a minute here. I think most of you being here, you have interest in data science. So obviously, of course, people have different skills. I think Stewart did a very good example by showing us how LinkedIn is able to pick out these skills from what people have put in their profiles. But the basics obviously are mathematics, statistics, subject matter expertise. You have to be a SME in one area of business or one area of your interest. Then combine that with a bit of computer science. Platform to sprout out as a data scientist. And remember, we have new later on, artificial intelligence, machine learning, autonomous vehicles that are actually about data. So as I mentioned, I think I have to start with this just to show you that data science is just one of the pillars. About a new data protection bill that speaks towards data governance. So within data governance, you're able to see how it. Number two is obviously business intelligence and analytics. Now, I think most of you have been seeing reports being used from time immemorial. BI has been that niche or area. So people usually focus on ensuring that we are able to consume the information in our systems. So being able to have reports, being able to have visualizations, charts to management and such kind of things. And the last one, obviously, data science, which is the new pillar that's actually taking over the other two and combining them in a way. But the niche and the focus right now, I'll just discuss that later on, is data science seeks to cross over onto the predictive side of things. So if you know descriptive analytics, then diagnostic, then predictive, then prescriptive. So people usually start using data science from the predictive and prescriptive layers of skills enhancement. So we won't complete defining data science without a bit of history. So number one, I think most of you think that this is a new profession or skill, but in 1962, the first person who thought about data science was John Turkey. And at that time, having empirical sciences, and basically empirical means that you actually use experience and observation to understand how things are the way they are. So he said in one of his academic presentations that he feels people should start using statistics in a different way so they can start getting more insights within their data. Fast forward, now there are many data points. If you go and look at the history, I think you can research that. You can get so many books about the history of data science, coming up with mathematical ways and mathematical formulas to explain numbers and statistics better. Fast forward to 1998, this guy called John Chambers won an award for which software? S software. So what is the name of S software right now? I think most of you use it. It's R. So that R software, after everyone was speaking about all these things, in 1998, statisticians, people were able to just pick data points, put them together, and create some insights for people to use. Bill Cleveland is the guy who formulated that term you're using right now, data science. And how did he do it?